Access to clean, filtered drinking water should be a basic human right. Yet in many communities, lead pipes and aging infrastructure present some serious health risks. Today, we're joined by two experts who will share insights on the latest research into safer drinking water. And with us today are Chad Seidel, the president of Corona Environmental Consulting and a PhD researcher in drinking water, and Dan Tudesco, who leads the Community Water Systems Division at Brita. Now, Chad, to start, what do people need to understand about the state of the nation's water supply?
Well, EPA estimates as many as 9 million homes have what's called a lead service line. That's the water pipe that connects the pipe in the street to your home or your building. And those lead pipes can contribute lead to the water that comes out of your tap, leading to public health concerns. Our research recently identified the water systems most likely to be impacted by that. In addition to large water systems that we've known for some time have lead pipes, we found small water systems are just as likely, if not more likely than previously estimated, to have lead pipes. We also looked into how implementing point-of-use filtration can reduce those risks for everybody, starting as soon as those can be put in place, whether they're the first house to have their lead pipe removed or the last.
Dan, how does lead contamination in water systems impact public health?
As we mark National Lead Poisoning Prevention Week, it's important for everyone to understand that no amount of lead is safe to consume in our drinking water or from any other source. And it's particularly problematic for some of the most vulnerable members of our households, like children and the elderly. The health effects are unfortunately numerous, from loss of IQ points and developmental delays to other impacts like kidney damage and high blood pressure. And while that obviously sounds really scary, the good news is that utilities and cities are going to be working tirelessly over the next 10 to 15 years to remove all that aging infrastructure and put in safer materials. While that work is underway, it's important that we as residents and communities adopt solutions that can mitigate the threat of lead exposure in drinking water, such as lead reducing pitchers and filters.
Chad, what are some of the key findings, would you say, from the latest research on water safety?
Well, our study emphasized the benefits of implementing point-of-use filtration in places that are known to have lead service lines until they're replaced, and it actually identified as much as a 6 times greater benefit than what EPA had previously estimated. So implementing point-of-use treatment can help address those public health concerns for everybody until all those lead pipes are replaced.
Dan, how effective are point-of-use filtration systems in reducing lead contamination in drinking water?
Very effective. As an example, the Brita Elite pitcher filter is certified to reduce 99% of lead in drinking water. And Brita works with over 200 communities today to bring that tool to residents directly as these long-term infrastructure programs are underway.
Chad, is there a timeline for fixing the nation's municipal water systems?
There is. EPA just finalized the lead and copper rule improvements, which requires water systems to find and replace those lead service lines within the coming 10 years. And while individuals that are scheduled later to have those lead pipes removed, implementing point-of-use filtration can give everybody tools to mitigate those public health risks until those lead pipes are removed, and we celebrate that last one.
Dan, what steps can people take right now, and where can they find information?
We'd recommend 2 things. One, pay attention to information that's coming from your utility. Every utility and city right now is required to notify residents directly if they have a lead service line or the material is unknown. So if you get a letter in the mail, make sure you read it, follow the steps that your utility or city is recommending. And if you're unsure, visit their website or call their phone number for more info. Second, if you want to bring something in your home or you're looking for lead reducing filtration solutions while these long-term fixes are underway, visit Brita.com for more info about our Brita Elite pitcher filter.
Chad and Dan, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with us today. We really appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having us today.